Oh. Okay. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, this is 3D Land Warpless. As I said right before, haven't actually done a run of this in about 3 months, outside of an hour ago. So this is either going to go really well or be a bit of a train wreck. So we'll see how it goes. I think I've got I mentioned first. Hopefully I don't screw up the coin route. Anytime I've done Warpless, there's been a chance that I've accidentally done the 80% route. So I've got my phone here with the thing laid out, specifically mentioning do not walk in bold letters. So if it still happens, that's just... Oh, what a start. God, please. Thank you. So I did the NXN route last year. So hopefully there will be, you'll see some differences in a little bit. First being the fact that we skip point 2 in this world, this level. That wasn't a great level, but what can you do? So yeah, usually in the next level we'll be taking the warp, which just skips the rest of the world. So get to see, I think 2 new levels technically. Skipping one of them due to having to unlock it, and it's an auto-scroller. One thing to mention, because it is Warpless, we're doing more levels, so we don't have to be as harsh on the coin count, because we need 100 by the end of the game. We get to skip a lot of the annoying levels, and yeah, just not worry about them. So makes the run a little bit easier, I guess. So the mystery boxes here, besides this one, they end up changing depending on what color of shirt you end up having on your select file. So I'm using a brown shirt, which allows me to get a gold box in World 4, which has 2 star coins and has a backup Tanuki. It's quite handy. But then there's some that give you, in the special worlds, even a boss fight. So they change quite a bit. This level also introduces a trick called hyperspeed. By long jumping one way, then changing the direction, I think it's to 90 degrees or something, you're able to pick up a lot of speed. Like that. So it's quite useful when it comes to vertical levels. Be able to see it 2 more times during the run, I believe. Once in World 5 and in the next world, actually.
We have a $22 donation from Aeon Frodo. He says, "This marathon is bonkers. Give this to English language in Nier Automata."
one thing quite lucky, my DS capture card ended up breaking earlier this year, which is the reason I haven't really been practicing. But was able to borrow Aeon's DS, so was quite lucky with that regard. Oh, good. Should have been able to long jump through that and not worry about the hump there. But yeah, the blocks screwed me up. So with this first Bowser fight, you're supposed to go around the entire thing, go on the bridge, and eventually press this button. But we can just jump over the gap with the Slinky. Skipping the entire thing, and yeah, kind of ruining this Goomba's plan. So a lot of the Bowsers end up being a Goomba and I think Kamek, I want to say, but can't really remember. So yeah, that's World 1 down.
We have an $11.31 donation from Rebelite23. It says, "Good luck, Duke."
Thanks, Rev. This next level, 2-1, we end up, there's usually a wall jumping segment in any percent, but because getting the coins a bit slow, we just skip that, and wall jumping in this game is not the best, especially when it comes to wall jumping against corners. It just usually drops the input, and yeah, not fun. So instead, grab the coin and make the jump over here and skip it.
We have another $11.31 donation from Romulator that says, "No matter how many times I watch Super Mario 3D Land speedruns, the perspective still throws me off."
Thanks, Crustman. Appreciate it. Yeah, the perspective in this game it takes a little bit to get used to, especially in a few levels. Being, I think, 3-4, I want to say, or 3-5, 1 or 2. It's not the easiest to get through. So we end up going to spare Tanuki here. And just skip over the folding planes. Not exactly sure what you would call them. So yeah, in this level you can, instead of clicking on the button, long jump across and move the camera in a way to make that block move faster. Or start moving earlier, I should say. And skip, wall jump off the side of the wall and make it onto those ground blocks where I get the Tanuki. It's quite difficult, and yeah, I have never been able to pull it off. But yeah. So yeah, this 2-3 is the instance where we get to do hyperspeed again. If I can get up there. And it's probably one of the coolest hyperspeeds. Oh, well, never mind. It should have been one of the coolest hyperspeeds. We'll give that another shot. Yeah, so when coming off that, you're able to keep your speed by letting go of all the buttons. I must have started hovering a bit too early. But yeah, you're able to just run and keep your speed all the way to the box. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show that there. So the next level is our first ship. Majority of the ships you can find some skip because they're all of them except for one of them is an auto-scroller. You can skip past the auto-scroller in some way. And the one that you can't has a cycle that you can skip quite easily. So hopefully I'll be able to get this one. There's only one I won't be going for, and that's World 7, which is quite difficult. So yeah, that just helps speed up the auto scroll a little bit. Plus get the coin that's on that ship. My finger clicked the R button there, caused me ground pound to my death. So I actually don't have another Tanuki at the moment, so I needed to soft reset there. I should probably actually grab the spare here, now that I'm thinking about it. So this would just end up taking about 30 seconds. It's the only guaranteed free Tanuki in the Toad Houses. At least in any percent, and Warpless. There's a couple more in the special worlds, but won't be coming towards this. Oh, that's not good. I wasn't able to get the screen over far enough, so hopefully that didn't change. If I ended up long jumping a bit too early there, the screen wouldn't all hand far enough, and I would have had to wait a lot longer. Okay. So here we have the first Boom Boom fight. It's quite simple. It is, for the first two hits, it is faster for us to jump on Boom Boom's head. It's just also easier to use the Tanuki tail. So it's not that much faster, but it does save a lot of time. This last hit though, you can hit him with the Tanuki and his animation's a lot faster. And that's World 2 done, after that unfortunate death.
I have a $16.18 donation from Anonymous, just saying, it's pronounced Nier Automata. Please host. Sorry to whoever that was. I haven't played the game, my bad. Event seemingly running smoothly. Keep it up, all.
Not much to say about this level. You can end up using the cannon and just shooting it against the wall instead of shooting to the platform and bounce off the wall, hover to the coin. That's about the only real trick there is. But there's also the propeller block, I guess. Allows us to climb up the side. Okay, so 3-2 is our first out of 2 water levels in the game. Last time we ended up, last year, accidentally, I guess, found a thing where Mario would gain a little bit of extra height from the water. It allowed us to skip a wall jump. Since found out that when Mario is close to the surface, when you go to swim, he gains a bit of extra height, so he gets like pushed up or something. Which is why you can skip the wall jump. Though we're not going for that coin, so it's not necessary in this run. And yeah, we're trying to stay as much out of the water as possible. It's quite slow swimming.
We have a $54.06 donation from Anonymous saying, towards Nier Automata in Japanese. Thank you to Beyond Blue for their great work.
Next level has probably one of my least favorite enemies in this game, being the bees. So they're not too threatening, but I've had more often than not being hit by them and kind of screwing my run. So I don't particularly like them. The only ones worse is the moles, which we'll get into in World 5. So technically you're able to skip that last wall jump there, but it's quite hard without doing, I think it's called like a spin jump or something. And yeah, there we end up just going for the coin while it's mid-fall. Don't have to worry about the teleportation box at the end, and just saves a bit of time. Next level is what has like a really annoying trick in any percent, but we end up skipping the coin. It's not exactly the fastest thing. You have to normally ride a block to the coin, which takes a lot of time, but it's like 15 seconds or something. It's not worth it. So yeah, that block right there. Now 3 ship. This was the level talking about that isn't an auto-scroller, but we have a cycle that have to skip. It's about halfway through the level. Have a lot of the spiky pillar things that shoot out at you. I'm not entirely sure how to describe them. but you'll see what I mean. So yeah, those giant spikes. Oh, come on. One thing I forgot to mention is the twirl jump I've been doing like that. It's technically faster, but you're also... Okay, that's bad. That's real bad. These ships aren't going that well today. But yeah, the twirl jumps, though they're the fastest movement, you don't exactly have that much control of the direction once you've inputted it. So there's a lot of chances to just jump off the side of the ledge. Hopefully, don't have to worry about that again. So this pillar is usually in our way, but we're able to get it right going a bit fast. As I mentioned earlier, jumping on boom moves on the first and second hit is usually faster, but because of conveyor belts, it does become a little bit annoying to try and aim the jump. So just don't even worry about it here. And hit him with the tail 3 times. So last coin in this level is actually over here. There's been a lot of runs that have either forgotten the coin and just had to get it back up somewhere, or when going for the coin, long jumped and missed it and went falling off the side of the ledge, which I believe is one of the biggest time losses you can have. So it's not exactly fun. World 4 is another one that we don't end up using the warp in, for obvious reasons. But we also get to play like some of the best levels in the game. Though 4.1 and 4.2 are still a pain and aren't great to play. Outside of cannonless trick in here, it's quite annoying of a level. It makes use of the, if I can grab it. Okay, if you want to do that, sure. Propeller block again. Skip the cannon there and just hover straight to the point. Or 2 is just a vertical level. Has a lot of things, a lot of the piranhas that cover your screen with ink. It's just obnoxious. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, get the golden box. Gives us the extra 2 coins and the backup Tanuki if we need it. Realize I could have gone onto that second trampoline there, but that works too. So now we get into the new levels. 4-4 is a ghost house with some pretty cool tricks. You get to skip a lot of the, get to skip a bit of the level. Mostly just teleportation blocks that take some time to go in and out. So the first one is long jump there. Be able to spawn. Oh, that was supposed to be a long jump. So let's try that again. Usually I end up long jumping into the where that block was, and it's a bit too high to long jump into. That's where I usually die. Actually, while I'm here, I'll grab a back up. So yeah, that's the blocks that just appeared there, or platforms it, probably. They're just low enough that able to land on them. It's quite a close jump. So. There is a trick in this, in 4-5, near the end. Able to skip a platform going back and forth. I have had zero luck with that in practice, so I'm probably not going to go for it. But it is there. So you usually jump up there, long jump towards the coin and land on the platform, grab the coin, go into the block. So yeah, like I said, I have had no luck with that, so I'm not going to worry about it. Though we do get to skip a part of this last bit by jumping onto the blocks here. Apparently no, we do not get to skip that. You jump onto those blocks and then go into here without hitting the platforms.
We have a $5.97 donation from Anonymous that says, "Hope the event goes well. Howdy from Texas."
Yeah, there's technically a way we can skip this auto-scroller, but it also skips a coin, and yeah, I haven't been able to perform it. So yeah, able to jump up onto these and jump up to the platform up here. Yep. Skips that point. At the end of this level, we end up going into probably one of the hardest boss fights. If we can avoid also being hit by the boomerang throw, that'd be great. So yeah, definitely one of the hardest boss fights in the game. And we have to verse it twice, so. And that was the boss. Incredibly difficult. Yeah. We have to fight Pom Pom technically 3 times, but all 2 of the 3 fights go like that. They're not that difficult. All you have to do is crouch and keep moving.
We have an $11.32 donation from Super Stubbo. It says, "Good luck with the run." In the words of Mario, ha! Whoo! Wahoo!
Thanks, Dubs. This level has probably one of the longer auto-scrollers that isn't a part of the boss fights. Not the boss fights, the airships. And we can't skip it at all. So at least with the airships we could make it go a little bit faster. Not in this case. One cool thing is there's an enemy that's supposed to spawn here, but its hitbox spawns before it does, so we're able to kill it and not have to deal with the boomerang brother. The next little while is just going to be Mario twirling around, killing a couple enemies, collecting a coin. Nothing all that interesting. Yeah, if you stand in this corner or in the opposing corner, oh shit, whoops, apologies. Oh, that's not good. Trying to think if I have a backup Tanuki somewhere. I think in the next level. And really not doing well with keeping these Tanukis. Yeah, 5-2 ends up having a coin that we skip, but it's like 11 years older type coin. You light 4 torches and opens a gate that you get a coin from. It's pretty cool. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I think I know what to do here. Doesn't exactly happen often. Grab a mushroom. Oh. So that one had the Tanuki, and I locked myself out of it. That's unfortunate. Unfortunately, our next spare isn't until 5-5. So luckily though, we haven't missed a coin, so that's good. There's a silver lining in this run so far. yeah, this is the level that introduces moles. This level isn't too bad when it comes to the moles. Like, they're still annoying, but it's fine. There's a level in World 7 that is the reason I really dislike these moles. That's unfortunate because I could have skipped that and missed the checkpoint. Come on. Really? Come on. Like I said, moles aren't great. Let's grab the checkpoint this time, just in case. Just so I don't have to worry about dying again there. Yeah, luckily there's a spare Tanuki later in the level. Unfortunately, because I don't have a Tanuki, I have no control on certain parts of the block, of the propeller block. Usually we're able to hover a little bit more and like after the long jump, but don't have that feature without the Tanuki suit. I have to be a little bit more careful with my jumps. By killing these two Goombas, we end up getting a Tanuki, and this is where the hyperspeed comes in. Hopefully this works. Of course I missed it. That can't be helped. A partial hyperspeed.
We have an $11.31 donation from Falsely that reads, Yahoo! Yahoo! Wahoo! Yahoo!
Thanks for that, CJ. Appreciate it. Five Castle is actually one of the harder levels in the game. A lot of runners tend to have trouble with it. So hopefully, don't want to say it too out loud, but hopefully it goes well. Okay, it actually went decently. There's a lot of parts where you can just fall into lava, bonk or something. It's caused a lot of dead runs. Duk700 doesn't have anything to import, too special to it. Outside, like, the music pretty good. Because this is a straight away, we can use the roll jumps quite a bit. Duk700 has a pretty cool skip. It's called elevator skip. It's, as the name suggests, it skips an elevator. It can be a bit iffy on the wall jump. Oh, fun! That happened again. Yeah. So the spikes there apparently have hitboxes when they're still down below, and if you hit the corner, you just take damage. Doesn't happen often, but yeah, I think that's happened twice to me. It's pretty trash. Yeah, that means that we couldn't do the elevator skip. It's unfortunate. Usually in the next level, we end up having to go through all 3 rooms, but we can just skip straight to the last box. So, don't have to worry about the others. Yeah, in each painting here, they have a box. Have a star coin behind each one. Makes the level a hell of a lot faster. Oh yeah, there's a spare here, so I might as well get it. It would mean that I miss this cycle later on, but I'd much prefer to have the spare Tanuki. If I can grab the coin, that'd be great. Who knows, I may not miss a cycle yet. Able to make to the box appearing, so I guess that's alright. This last ship that I can skip the auto-scroller off. It won't be until the end, but it's still cool. We get to do a part of the ship blind. Now we have another pom-pom fight. Get to do the crouch and just not get hit. Or I can get hit by the fire. That works too. And that's boat 6.
We have a $35.24 donation from H-Bomb. Says, my donation is 1% of the current donated total in honour of all our powerful and wise overlords at the RBA who reduced the cash rate to 1% today. Great Pokemon run this morning. Put my donation towards the GoldenEye incentive.
Yeah, this next level is the second water level that we have to do. It's quite annoying. So yeah, they decided to just put that in a jumping distance. Yeah, you can complete that in like 5 seconds. It's not too bad. Though the rest of the world's levels are a lot more difficult. This is just a room full of spikes. Yeah, it's probably one of my least favorite levels, only because in 100% you have to play it 6 times. In the special worlds, they like to redo the levels in some way. That makes things difficult. Might have to go grab a couple of backups. but the two redos of this level is they put more spikes, or they put Cosmic Mario that chases you through the entire level. Both aren't exactly great versions of the level, but because of getting hit twice there, I've got to go back to 2-1 and grab a couple of Tanukis. I need it for the coming up trick. So, and it just makes the next level a lot easier. It's unfortunate, but it happens. There's a Tanuki here. Do this again. And grab a Tanuki from this timber. I might as well do this and show it off. Those are the wall jumps I was talking about earlier that are a pain to get. Luckily, they actually went well today. But would have much preferred not to have to go back and show that. These next two levels have some pretty cool tricks. We can skip a whole section of it by jumping from the spinner here to an upper platform. Also, the level that I was referring to about the moles. At the top here, there's a mole, and he can hit you. It's not beyond the realm of possibility. It's a bit of a pain to lose the Tanuki there in a normal run. Luckily, I'm able to not only skip getting hit, but do it on my first attempt. I was practicing that a lot today, and I think I only got a first try like twice. So, quite happy about that. Yeah, this next one has a bit of an auto-scroll skip at the end. So this is, I quite enjoy this one. I'll try for the auto-scroll skip like once maybe twice, but it's quite annoying at times. Oh, I can get it first try. So yeah, that skips the entire auto-scroller. Earlier today, I ended up on that platform that I jumped off, or the pole, I guess. Jumped on it, fell off, recovered, fell off, recovered, fell off, and proceeded to die. Wasn't exactly a great run. Yeah, last ship. Again, an auto-scroller. Technically, you can do this entire auto-scroller blind. Just using audio cues. Yeah, I can't do that. Unfortunately. It's quite difficult. I have to deal with a lot of like spike stuff later down the line. And the whole thing, it looks cool though. I shouldn't have gone for that. I was like, oh yeah, I'll be fancy and kill the Kamek. It'll look cool. I think I'm just going to play it a little bit safe for the rest of this one. There's still a couple more tricks in 8.2 and 8.4. But I'll play it a lot more safe than I would have otherwise. Technically, I'm going to do this last segment partially blind, but it's not difficult. Yep, okay, that was a thing. Kind of makes this next boss a little bit difficult. Not impossible. So we have to fight both Boom Boom and Pom Pom in the same arena. It's even worse. Yeah, this is most likely going to be going over estimate by a bit. It's unfortunate. There's a lot of bad things happening. No, I was completely out of it right then. Trying to think of where I can get the Tanuki. Might have to go back through 2-1 for the third time. There is technically one, but in the next one, but I have to not go into the thing there. I would have to grab the mushroom. There's only one box, I think. Even with all this, we do have some pretty cool levels coming up. Mostly in 8-2, 8-4, and 8-Castle is pretty cool. So yeah, that's where the spare Tanuki would have been, but I wasn't able to grab it. So in hindsight, I probably could have just taken the duck and grabbed it. Hopefully I'm able to pull this trick off. I have to go quite fast, so the enemy here doesn't notice me, at least until this happens. God damn it. I'm not going to be able to do that again, but as you may have been able to tell, I would have hopped onto the fire guys there and long jumped across. And luckily there's a backup here, so I'm able to get back my Tanukis if I can hop up. Hopefully this works. That could have been pretty bad. The depth plane there is quite high, so even if you slip a little bit on the wall, you're probably going to lose a life. And the game telling me to take a break again. Will it take a break message? It happens every 30 minutes of gameplay. It's quite annoying. In any percent, you have to, if you're going for like sub 1 hour times, it's good to just reset the game completely. So you reset the timer for the message. But this hasn't got to sub 1 hour, so it's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, we're able to skip the use of that platform completely. Or not. Yeah, that's a death. That usually works. I'm probably not going to risk taking the first jump that I did here again. I've missed that jump quite a bit. I'll do this one again. It's not too difficult, I just screwed up. What? My friggin' finger hit the R button again. This is just being... I did say that it was either going to go really well or being a train wreck. So... It's just been really unfortunate. Wow, that's been a lot. Usually isn't that consistent. So yeah, that's what was supposed to happen. So grab the coin here. And there's one last trick here. There's 2 blocks coming up. Have to long jump off them both to get one of the coins. Hopefully able to get it. land on the platform. Yes. Okay. We'll like to get those all three on the first try, but...
We have a $5.97 donation from Paul Mole that says, "This game is more mad spins than a Tony Hawk game."
There's 3 levels left. All of them aren't too difficult, but I've said that a few times, so we'll see. Hope I don't have to, I don't die a few times here. So. Be quite unfortunate.
We have a $6.66 donation from Jonathan Robard that says, "This is to pay for my copy of Croc that I stole from the school library in 1998.
I said these levels weren't too difficult, but... Yeah, I'm not going to play it up this time. These are all on purpose. One of the things that happens with this game, whoops, went the wrong way. If you die 5 times, you get the invisibility tanuki, which is disappeared. And if you die 10 times, you get a P-wing. That P-wing is going to be quite useful when it comes to the final castle. Get to see why in a little bit. Okay, I think that's 1 more. Or 2 more, 1 of the 2. Cool. So yeah, Invincible Tanuki, this level becomes a lot easier, but I have still died with the Invincible Tanuki, so it doesn't become a guaranteed win. We're able to skip the teleportation block and just long jump to the end. The Bowser fight doesn't seem to like to always go off, like the cutscene. Okay. The cutscene killed me there. Thanks for that, game. Must have just been over the lava when that happened. Yeah, this just is not my day, apparently. At this point, I'm just wondering how much time I'm going to be at the end of it. Now, cutscene, can you not kill me? Thank you. Oh yeah, you can skip that. Forgot about it. Bowser Come on. I think he almost pushed me right into lava. I've had at the end that little gap there. Done the twirl jump and bonked and fell straight in right at the end of the run. It's not a lot of fun when that happens. Yes, finally. Rescued the princess. Definitely not a wooden cutout. Like I said, there was 3 more levels. We still got 8, 6, and 8 Castle 2.
We have a $32.30 donation from Daniel T. I said, had no idea this was a thing happening in my city until today. Won't stop me from leaving the house tomorrow to attend though. Put this towards the Sonic Adventure DX incentive.
So that soft reset is on purpose. By soft resetting there, I think you can do it a little bit earlier, but it skips a cutscene that would play when you enter this area of Bowser taking Peach to the next castle. So it's a tad bit faster. I wanted to make sure I didn't screw it up and soft reset before the save was complete. I wouldn't want to play that castle again. I cannot get enough speed for this. There we go. So yeah, able to skip the, I guess the barrel there. There's one more trick before the end of the run. It's called pillar jump. Basically, there's a pillar right at the start. By jumping on it, then long jumping to another one, and getting on that, you're able to skip the entire section of the auto-scroller. So, if not, I'll have to use the P-Wing early, because it probably means I've died. Hope I don't have to come to that. Okay, so I didn't land on the pillar, but hopefully I can stay while jumping and save it. So didn't save as much time as I wished, but yeah, there's going to be a torrent of fireballs coming, but you can skip them by just crouching. Yeah, none of them will hit you. But there's one last part of this run that can cause a death. We have to shoot through 2 cannons. And use gyroscope to aim through them. If we're a bit high or a bit low, you're not going to make it. And just aim through the rings. I've lost PB runs to this before, so it's not fun. Though you can have parts where you just miss it, but still land on the edge railing. And get absolutely terrified in the process. One thing about this cutscene though is you can, after the game, you free Luigi and you can play through this whole thing with Luigi. Instead of changing the cutscene and having a different one and having the lip movements on Peach be different, she still says Mario, but dubbed over with Luigi. It's really strange. And that's the Bowser fight done. So we get to go straight to the goal. Times when I hit the flagpole. Yeah, so that P-wing we grab is just so we skip the entire Bowser fight. It's a bit anticlimactic, but it's somewhat cool, I guess. Wow, guys. Yep. That was certainly a run. That went a lot worse. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that to some degree.